Alright guys, I don't know about you, but I honestly kind of thought that Santa rally was going to take the price of Bitcoin a little bit higher. If you asked me about a month ago, I would have said it would probably take us to that 120,000 price target that we've been talking about. But what happened and why has Bitcoin actually been going down over the past couple of weeks? If you look here at the daily chart for Bitcoin, you can see that we're still sitting at about almost $96,000, and we're continuing to bounce off of this 50-day moving average, which hopefully will hold as support. And if this bullish divergence right here holds on the RSI, then I think this is probably going to be the bottom, especially since we saw this hammer candle the other day. And as long as we don't go below that wick or below this 50-day moving average, then I think we are still going to make it to that $120,000 price target. And I still think that we could probably get there by the inauguration day, which is less than a month away. One of the main reasons why I think we've been seeing this little bit of a retracement over the past few weeks is probably because Bitcoin was getting a little bit hyperextended, as you can probably imagine. And big institutions like BlackRock have made a whole bunch of money off of Bitcoin, but that's just hypothetical money unless they actually take some profits. So that probably is what they've been doing because it is the end of the year and they got to balance their books. And obviously, if they can lock in a good amount of profits for the year, then that's going to make them look better to potential investors next year. So I think we've just been seeing a little bit of profit taking, and it could actually continue for the next couple of days until the first actually comes around. But after that, we could be seeing a bunch of people trying to restack their sats so that they can get ready to enjoy some more profits coming up next year. So hopefully this floor will hold and we don't break back down below about $92,500. And then as people continue to add to their bags and get ready for all of the hopefully great legislation that's going to be coming through in the next administration, we could continue to see Bitcoin climb. And if the 4-year cycle is still intact, then like I said in my last video, we've probably still got at least 3 or 4 months left in this bull market, and Bitcoin could soar well past $120,000. A lot of people are calling for price targets above 150 or 200,000 even. And honestly, I don't really expect us to go that high. I wouldn't be surprised if $120,000 is kind of close to the top, honestly. That would mean that Bitcoin has had definitely most of its gains in this bull market, but Bitcoin doesn't have to go very much higher for altcoins to continue flying and make astronomical gains, just like we've seen in previous cycles. Whenever altcoin season hits, a lot of random coins just go up by thousands of percents, even if Bitcoin is still hovering within a 5 or 10% price range of where it was at when the coin was birthed. These meme coins can run completely out of control, but just remember that it is a casino, and make sure to follow best practices because they're there for a reason, and that means not to put any more into that casino than you can actually afford to lose. If you really believe in things like Bitcoin, then they actually might be an investment in your mind. A lot of people would still say that it's gambling, but meme coins are definitely gambling. A lot of people have been saying, and myself included, that the inauguration date could be a buy the rumor, sell the news situation, and we could see a sell-off right after it actually happens. The more Bitcoin does retrace here and go sideways, though, the more I think that maybe that sell-off is already priced into the market, and maybe we can go to the upside after the inauguration actually happens. Because right now we're kind of in a little bit of a news drought. Obviously, the current administration is basically sleeping. There's not really a president, so there's not any news, at least not for crypto. And Donald Trump isn't in the White House yet, so he doesn't actually have an opportunity to get anything done yet. So recently we haven't been seeing any kind of real news coming out for crypto, and that might be another reason why it's been going down and sideways. But Donald Trump has promised to do a whole bunch of things, and some of them on day one, like releasing Ross Ulbricht and making a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So we could be seeing some things coming out early in Donald Trump's administration that could continue this bull market up and to the right. And if people actually start to see that Donald Trump is going to be true to his word and he's going to try to make crypto innovation happen here in America, then altcoins could absolutely start ripping as people start to anticipate the rush for all of these altcoins and their projects to start trying to scramble for the top of the crypto market. It's been really hard for a lot of these projects to actually try to innovate because if they do try to do something new, then they could have a Wells notice on their door by the morning. But if we actually have a pro-cryptocurrency administration and pro-crypto legislation coming up, then we could be seeing all kinds of really great new innovations that nobody even thought of yet. And we could be seeing some game-changing and really innovative products that could be getting put forth in the next year. This is the kind of thing that we actually need to happen so that cryptomania can begin again. Like I've said previously, a lot of people still think that cryptocurrency is a scam, and to me it seems like we've still got a long way to go before we actually even get the public's trust back. And that needs to happen before big social media influencers feel comfortable actually posting about crypto again without feeling like they're going to get absolutely roasted. According to this article on Coinpedia, it looks like Congress is going to be prioritizing crypto legislation in 2025, focusing on stablecoins and the FIT21 Act. The FIT21 Act aims to establish a more clear regulatory framework for digital assets, defining whether they're securities or commodities. This bill has already passed the House and would grant more power to the CFTC over crypto markets, particularly for digital commodities like Bitcoin. And since the SEC and the CFTC are going to be different this coming year, as Trump has chosen Paul Atkins to lead the SEC, who has shown a friendly approach to crypto, there could also be room for some changes in the FIT21 on how decentralization is defined. This could open the door for big companies, not only like BlackRock, to actually get into cryptocurrency, and we could be seeing them put forward some real products that are linked to crypto, like games and stuff like that can actually be available to mainstream consumers, which is the real kind of thing that's going to lead to mainstream global adoption of cryptocurrency technology, because most people, believe it or not, actually don't have extra money to buy stuff like ETFs. They're also going to be paying attention to stablecoin legislation, and there's discussions around stablecoin regulation that have been ongoing. There's bills like the Clarity for Payment Stablecoins Act being considered, and they're focusing on providing regulatory clarity and consumer protections for stablecoins, which could potentially be included in broader financial legislation or passed as standalone bills. This too is the kind of thing that can lead to widespread adoption of cryptocurrency technologies, because obviously we do live in a digital world, and it'll be a lot easier for people to spend their stablecoins, especially if they're linked to the dollar, because they already kind of have an idea of what the value of that is in their head. If people start to use cryptocurrency technology through stablecoins by buying normal things like a cup of coffee, the whole legendary use case that people have been talking about since the beginning of Bitcoin, if we can actually pull that off and people get used to using stablecoins, then that could act like a gateway drug to other things like Bitcoin and altcoins. So any kind of crypto adoption that we can actually get is obviously going to be beneficial for everything. And I think the government focusing on stablecoins is going to be a really great way for us to get some positive legislation that can push forward the innovation and the adoption of cryptocurrency technology. There's a lot of really exciting things that could be coming up next year. And while we did have a really great 2024, we still saw the government waging their anti-crypto war with Elizabeth Warren's anti-crypto army. But with a pro-crypto administration coming in, we could be seeing more innovation than anybody expected, and we could be seeing a lot of things coming out of the crypto market that'll make the ETFs look like nothing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. What are you most excited for cryptocurrency in 2025? And do you actually think that Donald Trump is going to pull through on his pro-cryptocurrency promises? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But most importantly, don't forget to do only good every day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.